What's up, people of YouTube land? It is your boy Afro back again with another video, and this video is going to be a little bit different than what you're commonly used to. As you can see, this video is a lot longer than what you're used to, and there's a reason for that. If you haven't read the title, I'll explain it. I'm doing an interview with a friend of mine, a local artist by the name of Thrsday, who I feel has more than enough potential to be somebody of really great importance in the musical industry in the future. He is an amazing artist and somebody who I find very interesting and somebody who I feel like deserves more light. His music is amazing, and I was fortunate enough to photograph him a few weeks ago, and those photos came out amazing, as you can see.
My heart still beating. This shit ain't easy, but ain't nothing easy. You caused me pain, but shit I love.
So shortly after that photo session, I wanted to get to know him a little bit more, I wanted to share that experience with you. So he was kind enough to meet up with me at an undisclosed location, and we were able to conduct an interview for your viewing pleasure. So I bring to you my interview with Thrsday. Please enjoy.
Literally just went back in time.
Literally just went back in time.
Yeah, we time traveled.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shit. Hi, my name is.
So
What you go by?
Afro.
On Thursday.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna introduce this shit. I guess I'll just say something. Welcome to the film crew. I'm Afro. I'm here with my man.
Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Take my glasses off. I look like a fucking nerd. I ain't no nerd.
Man. I know some gangster niggas who wear
With
glasses.
glasses. Yeah, shit, yeah. Nigga, fuck over you with some glasses.
Shit, yeah, man. So I kind of want to just this is like my first interview for real. So I'm taking this moment to really like interview people who I find interesting in the local culture right now, and you are definitely one of those people who are like on top of the like top 5 of the list for sure. So I kind of just want to like pick your brain and shit, and just kind of see what your thought process is and how you go about your music and stuff, and what inspires you and shit like that.
Respect. Yeah.
So I guess we'll kind of just start with like the origin story. So
Thursday. Where the name come from?
Yeah, where the name come from?
So it's crazy. Some traumatic happened on a Thursday, so much so that it changed the trajectory of my life. So I was like, damn, let me make that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I went through like a couple names. My first name was Royce, Roize, kind of like Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
But then I changed it from that to, what was it? It was a whole bunch of shit. But then I ended up settling for Thursday because I wanted to mean something to me. And come to find out, I talked to my mom, but she ain't even having on a Thursday, man. That shit having on a Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't even.
You got the whole wrong day.
Whole nother fucking day. But shit, I've been looking into like mythology and shit. I found out that Thor, Thursday is related to Thor. He's the god of lightning.
Thursday?
Thursday, basically. And if you know who Shango is, Shango the Orisha, he basically like the African Thor. Like if you want to look at it from that perspective.
So for those who don't know, who is Shango? That's
an Orisha, an African Orisha from the religion of, I don't know what their religion is, but it's an African religion. Like they worship deities named. It's a whole bunch of one of them named Shango though. He the god of. I wouldn't say he a god because I don't think they gods. They like lower level gods, but they master the elements type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where the name come from. Shit don't even make sense no more.
Now, how many people have asked you the question? Oh, did you get it from like the weekend?
The weekend, yeah. Shit, the nigga I was just telling you about, DJ Smiles Eyes. I want to say he asked me that shit. I was like, boy, no. But I did listen to the weekend Buku though, cause like
I feel like that could be a common misconception.
Shit, if I see the weekend, I ain't gonna do him that. But say everybody be like, shit. Then you got that shit from the weekend, cause he got a song named Thursday.
You know what's funny about that? I'm gonna give you my perspective on that. That's cool.
Wondering that shit.
I thought when I first heard The Weeknd and I first heard this album called Thursday, I thought it was the dumbest shit ever. Cause like,
that's funny you say that.
Cause it's like, why is your name The Weeknd?
Yeah,
And the debut mixtape is called Thursday. Nigga, that's a weekday.
That's a fucking weekday. What does that mean?
Exactly.
I never understood that because the song is like, on Thursday, but on Thursday. Like, why? Why Thursday though? Shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he was talking about me. Shit.
Maybe.
On Thursday, shit get cracking. I don't know though, but on one thing I will say, I put this on God, man. I put this on God. Ever since I started calling myself Thursday, around Thursday, I get this random boost of energy to just make art, to create, to put out music, to do something out of the box. And each time that might be why I drop on Thursday. People think it's just because, like, oh, it's Thursday. Fuck no, I promise you, I don't be doing shit. Like, I'll be chilling, and then Thursday come around, I'm like, ooh, like running laps and shit, trying to get that shit done.
Thursday just became your day.
I started getting paid on Thursday too. Like, I don't know, bro. It's you gotta watch what you put in the world because things really might start manifesting your reality.
Yeah.
Real shit though.
So what are some things that you've been putting out to the world that you notice that's like
coming back?
Yeah.
This music shit, I'll say that. If nothing else has been consistent, if nothing else has been plentiful, if nothing else has been as what's the word? Bit fucking satisfying. It's the music. Like every time I do this shit just come back. Like I could not have made music for years, and trying to do this real life shit. And you know what? It's fucked up that I say that, but I'm gonna be vulnerable real quick because we are doing an interview. I do feel the camera on me. Saying real shit though, it gets so hard sometimes to like differentiate your reality from your real reality. Like, and it's cause like I want to bridge the two, but it's like music ain't really my full reality right now. Like it's really kind of just it's still in dream mode because like it's not really in dream mode because I'm actively doing it, but sometimes it be feeling like that shit so far away. Like it be feeling like that shit so outrageous that what I'm saying I'm not gonna do it, but I know I am gonna do it. It's always like a backbone because something even when I'm thinking it's not gonna work. Get a random text message from a random dude from bumfuck nowhere, middle of fucking nowhere. Could be in a different country or some shit, and nigga just post my picture. I mean, post a video with my song playing in the background. And hit me up saying, he always fucked with me and he wanted to make some music for me or some shit, produce some shit for me. He from Brazil or some shit. That shit. That's the shit. So
yeah,
music, bro. I keep making that music. That shit gonna always come back to me. I just gotta put the good, the good shit, positive shit. Even though I be spitting from pain, I gotta use what I know is good instead of speaking about what I lack.
Yeah. But shit, even I feel like when you speak about that shit, it's like it's showing like you human that like you go through the same struggles as everybody else.
True.
And sometimes people they just want to know what's real. And like right now we live in a world musically where it's like a lot of niggas just talking about like the common bullshit that's been talked about for the past 30, 40 years.
Nigga, what?
And it's like
this shit lame.
Yeah.
But I want to say this though. I feel like everybody is guilty of it. We all need to be very aware of what we say in our music, because not only is it for the people that's listening, it's about you too.
Mm-hmm.
You know your words are spells. Everything that you say, that you put into your shit, before any of this shit was any of this shit. Like before any of this shit was any of this shit, motherfuckers was speaking, but they was using it to do different things. They didn't really talk. They spoke for whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But we really cast spells with our words.
That's true.
We have to be cautious. Like, so even if I'm spitting from pain, yes, it's nice to know that that you relate to my music, but at some point you gotta know when to turn that shit off. Even though I love my music, even though I love listening to Payne, you gotta turn that shit off. Turn on some fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire or some shit. Turn up, because you need to feel better. Like,
Yeah.
even if you feeling like, I want to listen to this now because I'm feeling like this, feel better. That's why I want to make music. Like, but yeah, I'm still talking about that, what I've been through, what I'm going through. But let's talk about how we getting up out of it. Let's talk about the good things that's coming through it. And I usually do that. I usually include that, but I
Yeah.
think everybody need to be more cautious because
Like one of the songs I just talking off camera, you already know what my favorite song is by you.
yeah,
But you have tons more that I like, and one that stood out to me was the song "I Feel Good Today."
I feel good
Yeah.
today. That's going on the album too, big.
Oh man,
I had to though. I had to.
man, that's such a good song, man. I remember when I first heard that bitch, like I was working at a record shop, and I just put it on
Mm-hmm.
at the record shop. I tagged you in it. I was like,
I
yeah,
remember that
bro,
shit.
such a fire
I
song.
was very thankful. I
Yeah,
was
man.
very thankful for that.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
also seeing you talking about words or spells and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
it's also like it's a two-way street because it's also what we consume.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I guess another question I want to ask you is like, what what did you what were you influenced by to where you have the mindset to where you are today? Was Thursday before he was Thursday had this same mindset a few years ago, or does this all accumulate recently? Or
I had no consciousness of any of this back then. I
so
was, I
what were
was,
but what were you listening to back then? What were your influences back then?
I was listening to what everybody else was listening to. Kanye West, you Juice World, XXX Tentacion. I'm from the SoundCloud, SoundCloud.
Mhm.
Trippy Red. So I was on that depression shit heavy because I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then it's like, especially back then, I'm a teenager, feeling like nobody really understands, and it's not widely popular to be like, yeah, oh, everybody dealing with some shit.
I'm sorry, it's just that shit
Oh, you
mad
good?
bright. Try to move it around. There we go. Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but nah, yeah. So I was depressed, and I was listening to depressed music, and I was listening to music that matched how I was feeling, and like XXX Tentacion, like I said, Juice World, um, Trippie Redd, Kendrick Lamar. Uh, I was really heavy into rap. Um, Lil Wayne, I was going on a lot of different people. But what changed was I was real, and there's nothing wrong with listening to that music. Let me first gotta say that shit good as fuck. Still to this day, I still go listen to it. But what I realized was it wasn't good for me to consume that, especially how I was feeling. It wasn't getting me feeling better, nothing like that. That shit was actually encouraging me to, in a way, like embrace it.
Hmm.
So dealing with like life and shit, and obviously as a man, life, but you go through life alone, basically. And one thing I noticed like was when I really started to evolve was through relationships. And through those relationships, evolution is not pretty.
Hmm.
And I understood that like I'll get mad at this girl, then go listen to some, what's that song by Lil Durk, Trifling Hoes. Oh man,
So you
they
you
look, they got a G Herbo song, a diss against Ari, his baby mama.
mhm.
I used to play the fuck out that bitch. Nigga said, that little ass million ain't gonna, that shit ain't gonna do shit for you. You fucked up.
Oh
And
man.
you a nigga pussy. That's how I used, you know what I'm saying? Like, really get me emotional and shit. Like, I had to, I had to take a step away from rap.
Mhm.
I love rap and I make rap, but what I listen to now, you'll catch me listen to some Hermanos Gutierrez. I don't know if I said that right. They a Mexican brother band. It's two dudes. They play guitar.
Mhm.
It's like a real like like that psychedelic guitar type shit. I've been listening to that. I've been listening to like a lot of lo-fi. I've been listening to like indie music, and it like just because like I'm realizing now that music made me feel how I always wanted to feel, and the feeling that I be craving the most is like it's wanderlust, like to escape. Yeah, escapism. That's been one of my biggest things for the longest time, and like that music feel like traveling. It feel like I'm about to go on a flight, go somewhere I ain't never been before, and experience some beautiful shit. Fuck around, feel like an acid trip or something, you know. Mm-hmm. And
is that what inspired Goodbye BR?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Because I told you before, Goodbye BR ain't just a goodbye to BR because I'm obviously still here. It's what it represented to me, like what Baton Rouge represented to me. Like I told you, like it's been hard to separate the reality that I see, that I feel like I'm in, versus the reality that's really going on like around me. Like, because sometimes it really be hard, like I said, to feel like this music shit is for me. You know, like in Baton Rouge, the most you gonna be you the trap star. You got a really good job. You know what I'm saying? Maybe at the plant or something, or a warehouse. You make good money. Uh, you go to school. You go to LSU, BRCC, Delgado, something like that. You go to New Orleans. Truck driving, like it's options. You know what I'm saying, to make money, but it's realistic. That's the shit that's realistic. I want music to be realistic. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. I just want the music shit to be realistic. I want going on tour to be like just the same thing for me as like working at a plant. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah. And but I think I'm getting a little contact. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My fault,
You
brother.
good? No. I had a thought and kind of just lost it. But I need to regain it.
It really be like that.
Let me little blooper reel. Let me readjust this camera real quick. I feel like boom. All right.
Don't cut that shit out either. I want them to know that I called.
Yeah, we good. It's gonna be
everybody coughs. People stop judging people for coughing.
Yeah, they gonna
bitches.
They're gonna be in the comments like this nigga dying.
This nigga, bitch, you want some water? I want some water. You want some water? What?
Shit.
I'm judging.
But yeah, but like, when I listened to Goodbye BR, I definitely kind of got the sense of like this is like kind of my perspective on it. I got the sense of like you are leaving BR to chase the dream that you've always wanted.
Yeah.
Which I feel like that's what a lot of us do.
Yeah.
A lot of us in our 20s is what we all doing. People in Baton Rouge, they're all still doing it. That's what everybody gets kind of caught up in, that little vibe. But it's such an honest song that I think people are trying to be like super hella flashy with it, but they're not being realistic about it. And I feel like
realistic is the best.
And I feel like with your music, although you have like this really psychedelic vibe with it, you're able to paint a picture that's realistic with it.
Yeah.
And that's what I appreciate about it.
Do you think that, like you said, I keep a psychedelic vibe with it. Do you think that there's like, does it come off as intentional? Or does it seem like that's just...
It comes off genuine.
Alright.
Like,
I don't be trying that.
Because like, I'll say it for me. I think my first like real big eye opener experience kind of it comes from for me it came from psychedelics. When I did like shrooms for the first time, it was like a big eye opener experience where like it really changed my perspective of how I moved and how I thought. And just like how to go about it. It's like it showed me the vision of in my head of where the end goal was. What could be. As long as I reach out for it. But that's the thing, you have to reach out for it. And some people, they get tired of reaching out for it because like maybe like, oh, like say if you go to the gym, right? And the trainer or whatever tells you like, put your arms out. Keep them like that. How long until you put your hands out?
That
Now,
varies. It really varies. It depends on the person.
yeah, if you want it bad enough, depending on what your goal is, you'll keep the bars out.
Keep them bitches out.
Yeah, but when you put them down,
It'd be hard to put them back up.
yeah, you do.
It's funny. I had just had an epiphany, or just maybe a thought, like a light bulb popped up. What if you feel that psychedelic nature to the music? Because, like you said, psychedelics really did open something. Honestly, I took psychedelics early on too. I was 15, 15, 16, something like that. Took a heavy ass dose of acid. Didn't even know how much I was taking type shit. So, but the experience that I took from that forever changed me in a good way, I think. But what I was saying was like, what if that's why I always got that psychedelic nature to the music? Cause like shit, that's what I see. Like that's what I feel. That's what I hear. Like, cause I took that shit.
Pause.
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 Pause. I did that shit though. I really did that shit. Like I took a large ass dose of acid. Like you gotta think about how like that could fuck up your brain in a good way or a bad way. Like however you want to look at it. Like yeah, nigga might got brain damage. Yeah,
you might. Hey, but you not fried. You ain't like out on the side of the sidewalk begging for shit, you know. Yeah, zombified or some shit. There's some people who ain't never been straight.
Yeah, there's a lot of niggas that don't shake back.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. ASAP Rocky, you motherfucker, you bitch, you. Cause I'm listening to LSD and shit. I'm like, ooh, let's go take acid.
So, from your experience, was it anything like how that music video was?
Yes. Nigga, what the fuck? That shit was better than the music video. Fuck the music video. Nigga, the music video was shit. The only thing I was missing was a girl. And then the music video would have been really not shit. I was chilling with my homies, so like, you know, it was cool. But like that shit was amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't trade that shit for nothing.
For real.
Like despite having fun, being high and shit, I realized at 15, 16 that I realized what shadow work was. I had no idea what spirituality was. Now, through that, I figured out what shadow work was. I actually literally saw my shadow and had to conquer that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That translated to now shit. Like I said, it'd be hard to keep my reality straight. Like keep that shit in my vision, that tunnel vision, because like the world around me be feeling like it's closing in. Like even though it should be all linear, it just don't feel linear. It feel like I gotta keep manifesting it. Like it's not done building. It's still in construction. So like fucking a wind from the outside world could still blow that bitch down. But it's like that shit, it's on the way. It just ain't fully here yet.
Yeah.
But it's like saying all the shit that I done did. That's the shit that I be thinking about. Like I still gotta think about all the shit that I done did to get here. Like yeah, I'm not where I wanna be, but I done did shit. Like I done did some shit that I never thought that I would do. Like in terms of music. So it's like in terms of life shit too. Life, just in general. So who knows where this shit could go. That's what keeps me.
Yeah. And you were touching on spirituality and stuff. And I kind of want to ask you about this, like, so this new single that's coming out.
Yeah.
Could you pronounce the name for the people?
D-Mill Etain, and I'm probably not saying it right. It's D-I-S Mill M-I-L-L-E Etain E-D-T-I-T-A-I-N, and it's Creole French for $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah, because I feel like I didn't put in my 10K.
Okay.
But now it's time to put in.
So is there a significance to why you put it in Haitian Creole as opposed to just regular English? $10,000. Is there a spiritual?
Yeah, I mean, shit, Haitian Creole, shit. I was just talking about Shango. That shit, that's a part of that. That's them Haitian people they worship. They worship them too. Well, at least from what I know, from what I thought I knew. Forgive me if I'm ignorant. But yeah, from what I'm really into, like learning about my people, even if they not my people. I like, you know what I'm saying? If you my skin, you me. You know what I'm saying? Like brown, Mexican, Native American. And Lord, forgive me for saying this. People might get mad. I genuinely believe Mexican people and Native American people are all the same people.
To a degree, yeah.
Like I genuinely think
Like
the start of it, they were one person. We were all one group of people.
Yeah, it's really,
we separated.
Yeah, the way I look at it is like if you look at geographically around that time, like when the conquistadors and shit really started going into Mexico, they really just made it with the natives out there, and then they brought slaves out there as well.
As
And
much as
all three
people
of them
then mixed and shit.
Yeah.
But even before that, think about the land bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody left from Africa and went to different places.
Yeah.
Eventually, they settled down in one part of the world. That's like Asia, going towards like Alaska. The south and shit. You can go, go to Alaska, go down south more, like just spanning across that area, and like everybody broke off into different segments.
Mm-hmm.
So like we might have all looked one way at first, but because of our conditions and the place where we settled at, we ended up looking different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Over time. So like that's what I'd be thinking about.
I mean, that's basically true.
Yeah, for sure. But it's just funny how we so separate. Like you see, like this shit. I don't know. It's all the same shit. Like all the everybody literally the same race, but it's like we'll let the outside world confuse all that.
Mm-hmm. Like these people are better than these people, or what, so and so. Yeah.
So none of that shit matter. We all the same race.
That's true.
You should.
But now there is something that I kind of will say that it is different and maybe a little bit more superior, and I may be southern biased by saying this. Food. Now I've noticed in some of your songs you talk about food a lot.
Yeah.
So what do you feel like some of the best restaurants out in BR?
Best restaurants out in BR. Shit. Shit. Somebody grandma house, man.
Somebody grandma house?
I swear to God, yeah. Fuck the restaurants. Cause it's like, not fuck them, but it's cause they still good.
Okay, well instead of restaurants, what are
the best dishes?
Best dishes.
Let's say that. Let's say dishes. I would say like anything Louisiana Creole, bro. That's red beans and rice. The greens, all the other shit. You can even say shrimp and grits. I love crawfish ravioli. I love boudin balls, boudin. Shit, po' boy, nigga.
Yeah.
A po' boy. Shit, in New Orleans they got a place called New Orleans Best Po' Boy or some shit. It's just a random little spot.
You talking about off of it's like on bourbon or some shit?
I think so.
I know it. Boy.
That bitch so fucking good.
Best po' boy I ever had in my life.
And they got the little sauce you put on that bitch. I remember we went to Brothers. I was this on some fat shit. I was loaded. With the Brothers got a chicken sandwich. Then went to that big, got a po' boy because we was just walking around. I ain't had nothing in my stomach.
Hey, bro, niggas be sleep on Brothers chicken.
Bro, they had the chicken sandwich.
Like original?
2020, like this peak Popeyes.
Oh, like before Popeyes?
No, peak Popeyes, nigga. They had a chicken sandwich that was shitting on Popeyes.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. So I used to live out in NOLA. Well, I lived out in Metairie. New Orleans, Metairie, like around the same time. But this was like all like before Katrina. So after Katrina, I moved. I ain't ever had Brothers chicken since. I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, you went back since, ain't it?
Yeah, of course. But it's like, it wasn't like I need to stop at Brothers.
But it's like as soon as you get off the interstate, ain't Brothers right there.
It's like on the service road.
You at, yeah.
Like if you driving from Baton Rouge to New Orleans, they got Brothers on the service road. But depending on where I'm going, depending on why I'm even out in the city in the first place,
you're not finna stop it, bro.
Nah, it's kind of just like I'm out there for like strictly business type shit. I'm not out there for like leisure
Yeah.
most of the time.
Well, have you been to Cafe Du Monde?
Of course.
That famous ass fucking
Of
place.
course. Now, I'm not uncultured, nigga.
Yeah,
I'm from here.
Shit's
There's certain places you gotta go to. Like
I had never heard of that bit until
Cafe Du Monde.
yeah, I had been before, but I was so uncultured about New Orleans. Like I had no clue about New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like I had, I moved to Georgia when I was 6.
Okay.
So like I'm Baton Rouge up and down. Shit. I didn't even know a lot of the little cities that's outside of Baton Rouge really existed.
Trust me, I know. When I got older, my world opened up around it.
Yeah, fucking right. Traveling around and shit.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that bit existed.
Yeah. Like I never heard of Baton Rouge until I moved out here. Like,
now that blows my mind.
Which
the
was like
fucking capital of Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
You never heard of the
You gotta keep in mind, bro. Around by Katrina even happened, it's like I think I might have known what Baton Rouge was, but I never been of it to really visualize what the fuck it was.
But everybody know New Orleans though.
Yeah, because
it's New Orleans.
Yeah, shit. I remember when I was a kid, I thought New Orleans was like New York or some shit.
Okay. You thought it was New York. I mean, it is.
It's basically
Louisiana.
Not like New York, but it's like it's the poppin' city. Like
it's the poppin' city.
Yeah, like Hot Boys and shit.
Yeah.
They just coming on the scene, or like really popping, and shit.
You got Master P. You got
New Orleans is like that.
You got the
fucking
Superdome.
Yeah.
That bitch was popping. Yeah. Oh shit, my light is going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to the food real quick. I'm gonna just capitalize on what I just said. Shrimp and grits. Let's just say that Louisiana Creole food. That's a wide variety of shit. Search that up.
Now, how do you feel about like certain states saying like they going out promoting Louisiana type food?
Should be ass.
Should be ass.
If you ever
like you go to Las Vegas, say Louisiana authentic kitchen.
It's not good.
It's not good.
No, I'm saying it's not. You ever been to Texas and tried they boiled crawfish?
No, I think that's a cardinal sin.
Don't do it.
I wouldn't dare to try a Louisiana dish outside of Louisiana.
I went to LA. They had a Louisiana Creole, Cajun, whatever the fuck, grilled chicken pasta.
Mm.
That shit was Italian. That shit wasn't nothing Louisiana about it. That shit was straight from Italy. Straight cream. Pause.
Hey yo.
Straight Alfredo sauce. God damn. What the fuck? They like that nigga freaky as hell.
Oh man.
You can hear Tucson in the background. He trying.
Well, maybe. This mic real up close to us, so
my cat in the background crying. He trying to come outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Don't go nowhere else thinking you're gonna get some Louisiana food. And don't think that them little crab boils that they told y'all was Louisiana Creole food. That's not that. We don't do that. We didn't do that before. Mm-hmm. I didn't know of Louisiana doing that.
Crab
Taking
boils?
the butter, that butter shit, and the salt and the sauce and shit and shaking it up.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you put that shit in the pot with the crawfish boil seasoning and the shit with the peppers and the potatoes and all the other shit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never heard of that new shit, but the new shit good. That's
put it in Texas the bag shit. And shaking that shit.
That's that Texas shit.
Yeah, normally we just put it all in the pot and boil it all together.
That shit. That's what they missing though. They missing the real seasoning from like the flavor from the meat inside of the shells and shit. Like the crawfish don't be having no real flavor unless you dip it in the salt. In the butter. Mm-hmm. But like how I grew up, shit, we wasn't even like I know a lot of people was doing barbecues. We rarely did barbecues, like straight crawfish boil, like potatoes, corn, all that shit.
Yeah.
And I missed that shit. Like G shit, nobody really got that. Like my uncle do it the craziest. Uncle Dion, he need to get back out there, man.
I remember my first crawfish boil. It was in New Orleans. Like my mom was with somebody at the time, and their family was doing a crawfish boil. At first, I thought it was like nasty. I was like, I never seen it before. Yeah. Like before I was in New Orleans, I was in Houma.
Yeah.
So like
my first ate out there
in Houma.
Yeah.
Like I was like 5. I don't.
Oh, type shit.
Yeah,
Type
like
shit.
I wouldn't know enough to really remember and shit. I mean, same shit out here, nigga.
But that's the
I
thing, though. Like,
I say it's like because Homa is a little bit more closer to the bayou shit,
yeah,
so it's really a lot of seafood.
yeah. But y'all wasn't doing crawfish boils though.
I was 5. Bro. Like
Damn.
from what I remember, it's like I know my cousin was allergic to seafood,
Mm,
so
that sucks.
yeah, I feel bad for him all the
That
time
really
because he,
sucks. Wow.
I feel horrible for him. And cousin, when you see this, I, you missing out. But it's not your fault. You have to miss out.
We're gonna pray for you, bitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna pray for you.
But yeah. So like, if I wanted to be around like my cousin and shit, I couldn't eat seafood around him.
Yeah, with no seafood.
Because like he was like really highly allergic.
So what year you was in New Orleans?
I was in New Orleans from probably 02 to 05. Yeah.
And you gotta clarify that because you realize I'm younger than you, so you gotta clarify how old
Yeah.
you were.
Yeah. So right now at the time of this recording, I'm 28.
28. So
Yeah.
how old you was in 02?
Probably 6.
6. Yeah.
It might have been
My
01.
bad.
Might have been 01 maybe.
See, I'm two.
01,
in
05.
In 02.
Yeah.
So around that time, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I couldn't imagine. Because that's all I knew before, because I moved to Georgia when I was 6.
Hey, I'll say this: once I moved to
That's
New
all I
Orleans,
knew.
food changed. Food got way more bigger.
What the fuck was that? That's a bird?
Something like that.
But nah, like, when I moved, all I knew was crawfish boils and shit until 6. And, you know, when my grandmother was cooking, my great-grandmother. And then when I left, went to Georgia, Georgia had a completely different variety of foods and shit. So, like, I was eating Zaxby's and like a lot of fast food. It wasn't a lot of. My mom wasn't really cooking.
Yeah.
Like talking about it, so we was like, yeah, we was doing like fast food.
You know, I feel like every child went through fast food.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's, like crazy.
But
You know.
before that, my great grandmother ain't play that shit. Yeah, like y'all want to go get some. You know what I'm saying? Some other shit. Y'all can do that when your mama come.
Yeah.
But my great grandmother was cooking. So usually 9 times out of 10, I wasn't going out to eat. I was going to my great grandmother's house. She had red beans or rice and gravy or that's why I love food, son. Like real shit, and I know how to cook.
Okay.
Yeah, real shit. Cause my great grandmother and my mom, I grew up around a lot of women.
Yeah.
That knew how to cook. Fucking like it was over with.
Yeah, so let me think.
Talk about food.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you starting to get. I don't want to make it too long.
Oh no, you go.
But I guess we could talk. Can we talk a little bit about the upcoming project?
Yeah, we can talk about it. Let's do it.
All right. So,
yeah.
What is Do you have a title for the upcoming project?
Yeah, it's called Portals.
Okay. So, is there any details you give us about this album, or what's it gonna sound like? What's it looking like visually? What can we expect?
All right. So, it's gonna sound like transmutation.
Transmutation.
Yeah. Transmuting something.
Like some X-Men shit, or
no? To transmute something is to like take something maybe that was negative, turn it into something positive.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I would say, like it's gonna sound like that. Like you're gonna hear me being vulnerable. That's why I got it in my bio. I'm the vulnerable villain, portal jumper. But it's like, 'cause I went through some shit, and I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? What nobody gotta say about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta deal with shit on my own time, and like I really had to go through some shit. There was a lot going on at the time, from like 2021 to like 2023 to like, man, I don't know shit. Time get weird, bro. That shit from like 2021, 2020, some shit like that. about buku songs that I just couldn't really do nothing with them. At least I couldn't think of it at the time. But yeah, like I said, I don't care about nobody. I ain't charging nothing to the game. I'm not finna bottle that shit up. I'm not finna just run away. I can't run away. I have to sit with it and deal with it. I understand that now. Like I can't run away from shit. So I put that shit in the music, and this is that. It's turning that shit that I went through into something good, and hopefully people can, vibe with it. I hope they enjoy it. It's a lot of good beats, and I love the production on it. I love my wordplay on it. Despite the shit that I went through to make it. But yeah.
All right.
Portals.
Do you have a release date on this, or is that
no
still
release
to be
date?
okay.
To be announced. But I am dropping. By the time they get this, it's gonna be out. I'm dropping D-Mill tomorrow. So yeah. Hopefully that shit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that shit go well.
Hey man, what I heard, I don't see why it would.
Yeah.
That shit nice for real.
Thank you, son.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. That's one of them tracks that I was talking about. Like, yeah, like, really went through some shit on that bitch. Real talk.
Well, Thursday.
Afro.
Appreciate y'all for watching or listening or whatever it is we gonna do with this. But we gonna do something with it.
Fuck off.
Call me pain, said I love